right, welcome back, Wayward Souls of Double Tap In. And today, folks, we have a special guest. Michael, you want to do the introduction?
I do, actually. I happen to know this. Well, technically, it's over here. I don't know where the hell it is. There it is. Yeah, this mirrored image shit doesn't do it. Special guest today would be Offspring #1. Everybody, meet Josh.
Good morning.
Hi,
good morning.
Josh.
Welcome to the show, Josh. We've been planning this for how long?
Shoot, since y'all got started 30-something weeks ago, whatever it was.
Yeah, since we started.
So for those of you who don't know, we asked for special guests, and my son, being the overachiever that he is, sends us basically a 2-page email as to why he should be on the show. We got other people who want to be on the show. You think they could put in that much dedication, but no, it's got to be Josh who does it and sets the standard for everybody.
Well, he who shall not be named couldn't even figure out where the email was in every show note that we've done 67 times.
Well, it's not like you don't have your number, can't text you and get the email right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly right. So one of the topics that Josh, and this was 6 months ago, I guess, that he was sent the email. It's been a while. Yeah. And he had a list of topics, which was perfect and all that shit. But
fantastic list.
Things changed a little bit, didn't they, Josh?
Yeah, since July, things have gotten really nutty.
Yes. So first of all, why don't we start with, what do you do, Josh?
What don't I do? So my main job is as a business owner. We'll back up a little bit. I had a really gravy job for about 5 years. Owned some furniture stores. It was a family business on my wife's side, and that I got involved in about 7 years ago. And 5 years ago, I purchased those businesses, and they were pumping right along. Couldn't be any better. Had a great team that I structured around me to kind of run the business, and I just kind of sat back for a while and was able to branch out, do some other stuff. And then all of a sudden, come July, I got a phone call on a Tuesday afternoon that said, hey, the corporate business is filing for bankruptcy tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock in the morning. Good luck. And so that was we were on vacation down in the Gulf, and we were like, what in the world is going on? My family's been in this business for 65 years, owning these franchise furniture stores, and never would have saw a 120-year-old business go down in a matter of 3-4 months.
Yeah, snap of a finger, basically.
Oh yeah. So about a year ago, last January, a company out of Texas purchased us, cash deal, and promised the world and all that kind of stuff. We'll come to find out that the investors in that business were funneling money across a few other entities, and essentially liquidated us to recoup some of their losses. And here we are. We were told that was on, I think it was around July 26th, 27th, something like that, right at the end of July. And they said, hey, you've got 90 days to liquidate all this product. We're shutting it down October 31st. So that's a long story short, but
it's a gut check is what that is.
Oh, it was wild. Absolutely wild. So
yeah.
In the process of all that, I was going to take a year off, kind of figure out, all right, do I want to stay in the furniture business? What do I want to do with my real estate? What am I going to do about all my employees? I have 12 employees. So in the course of doing that, some other dealers, is what we called ourselves, started branching out and looking at the independent route, and opened up independent furniture stores. And so over the last 3 months, I hit the ground running. That first week, did just a little Facebook post for people out there on my social media stuff and the advertising team, and people started coming out of the woodwork, old vendors, old suppliers, friends, you name it, and said, hey, we got you guys. So we've got product. The closing of these stores affects us too. And, so I went up to market in High Point, met with a ton of people. That's a crazy experience, and kind of got the ball rolling. And every day, just little pieces of the puzzle fell together. And 3 weeks ago today, we opened up both locations at the same time. So I've got 30,000 square feet of showroom space that I filled up. And in 10 days, between the first truck coming and opening up was 10 days, we filled 2 stores up, implemented all the systems, and today's our 3-week anniversary.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Holy
You
shit.
basically go from the ashes to back up and running better than what you were before.
Absolutely.
In 3 months.
Absolutely.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
So very fortunate to be in a community where we've been in these towns. I mean, for 60 years in both towns that I'm in. For a long time, we were the only furniture supplier for people in these communities. We offered services to them that other big box or local retailers couldn't do, as far as in-house financing, selection, supply, delivery service. That's on the appliances, bedding, living rooms, you name it, lawn and garden. So we offered a lot of stuff to them. And the good thing is, a lot of those customers, some of them don't even know that we closed. Some of them come in and go, man, something's different about it in here. What's going on? So we tell the story a lot, but it's good for the brand, good for my brand, and getting that recognition out there.
Wow. That's
so
fantastic.
Tell the story about going on your little furniture adventure, and you ran into an older man who's kind of big in the furniture business.
Yeah.
Tell that story.
So I'm at High Point Market. I'm meeting with a mattress supplier rep for a well-known company called Ashley Furniture, which I'm sure y'all have heard of. And so we're in there meeting, and the guy's name is Ben also. And Ben says,
great guy.
Yeah, great. He really is pretty fantastic. So he says, hey, I want to introduce you to somebody, this gentleman over here. You should probably get to know. And so we walk over there, and he says, hey, Josh, this is the founder of Ashley Furniture. I thought it'd be good to introduce you guys. So, I said, hey, I'm Josh. And the gentleman goes, I appreciate your business. We've done business with Badcock Furniture. They were one of our first accounts when we started, about 60 years ago, 70 years ago. And so he goes, have you made any money today? And I said, no, but I've spent quite a bit. And he said, he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out a silver dollar. And he said, well, here, now you made some money. And it's a 1921, silver dollar.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Yeah, legit. So he puts it in my hand, and, I'm looking at it going, man, the thing's heavy, right? And I'm like, man, how cool is that? And he says, now I know there's a lot of partying and stuff this week. He goes, don't spend this in the bar. It's worth more than $1. So,
yes, sir. Heard, understood.
Heard and understood. So I've been carrying that silver dollar in my pocket ever since then. So that's kind of I grab my wallet, grab the silver dollar and stick it in. And it's kind of one of those, just kind of things you carry around, and good luck charm or whatever you want to call it. And, on the tough days, I look down at it and I go, man, we're doing this for a reason, and, keep on trucking.
Yeah, it's a great challenge coin kind of story is what that
is. It is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good way to put it.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Holy cow. So how's business going?
So the first week was awful. We got open. We were having some issues with the point of sale system integrating how we wanted it to. And, it was good that we opened up and got going, because it identified some areas that we needed to work on. And we were able to work through those in that first week. I think we sold like $2,000 the first week, which is, it ain't nothing, you know.
That's rough. Yeah.
Last week we did a little over 15,000. So by the end of the second week, you know, you're 10 times in your sales. So this week I have high hopes going into the holiday season. I've got my marketing team has already done people don't think about, you got to do like search engine optimization, website optimization, geofencing, all these other technology things that get going. And I had that all in place with the old business, and you kind of got to restart it. And, it's a ground up, rebrand. So,
Yeah. Cause when you want to search for something, you want to be in that search group.
Exactly.
People don't think about that when they're.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. So people still going to Google, type in, Brunswick furniture stores. And, there's 3-4 furniture stores in one of the towns and 3 in the other. And so I said, it's not my, you don't ever want to say you want to put somebody out of business, but I want to dip into that pocket because I know they got some of mine. So,
That's right.
We've just been plugging along. I got a tractor trailer there this morning at 8:00 in one store, and I got one coming at 11:30 in another one. So things are pumping right along.
Yeah, you're doing all that, and I'm worried about getting a haircut today.
Yeah. So how many employees do you have now?
So I actually, I've been I've had great businesses, and I was able to pay all those employees through the 3 months of the liquidation, and then we were down for about a month in between the closing and reopening. And I paid them through that time period as well. So I retained everybody. So I'm still right at the 12 that I paid through. And, they treated me really good in the good times and made it easy for me. And I told them I'd take care of them in the bad times. And, they're very, very loyal, and I wouldn't be able to open up a business as quickly as I could. I didn't have to do any training. They didn't have to learn about me. I didn't have to learn about them. And, that, I say a little bit that it cost me, but, pay dividends, down the road. So you figure you hire a new employee, it costs you $8,000 to $10,000 an employee just to get them used to your operating system by the time they get up and running. So I was like, well, that's a fraction of the cost to keep them. So.
Yeah. I know Michael was talking, he made mention of that, and I can't remember if we actually said it on the show or if it was like in between shows or what it was, but the team that you have built is like one that's phenomenal. Like, you guys get the news that the company's going away. You're like, fuck it, we're going to do it ourselves and do it better.
That's
and
right.
These 12 people are like, hey, we're with you 100% all the way. Like, that is a testament to the brand that you want to build, or that you're building, that your leadership, your direction, your vision, all of that stuff. Like, that is like, that's fantastic. So good on you for making that happen. Cause that's like, there's other places where they'd have been like, fuck it, we're out. Or you'd have been like, we're going to, like, I need to save that money for that month. But, like, everybody's on the same page, moving in one direction. That's the difference between like that little graphic where there's the person at the back cracking the whip, or the person in the front that's pulling too. Like, you're the guy in the front with the rest of the team working just as hard. And that's like, that's fantastic. That's awesome.
Well, you build
and
that
his employees busted their ass too.
Yeah.
They flipped those stores in 30 days or give or take 30 days.
Correct. Yep. Moved a lot of product. I mean, you're talking, 30,000 square feet worth of showrooms. And I mean, they were slap full of stuff when the liquidation started. And within those 3 months, I mean, they were down to like, random pieces of stuff. And they really worked hard. And, I told them, I said, I'll make it worth your while to, stick around, and, you don't have to go out and search for other jobs and feel the panic that most people would feel and start a new career. And when I started running these.
Unemployment or do anything that they've got to do. So,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And they understand. You know, I have a very flexible schedule. I'm in and out all the time. And I told them, I said, hey, as long as the business is taken care of, if you guys need to run, dip out, do whatever you need to do, you know, we all got lives to live. So, you know, some of their kids come up there and work with us from time to time, and you know, I flip them some cash for, you know, as a thank you, and you know, they love that. So,
Yeah.
You know, when I built this team, well, it'll be 8 years here pretty soon. When I first bought the stores, I fired everybody except for one employee in each store, and I rebuilt it back up because I was like, you know, I need people I can trust, and built the team around me, and that it's already set. So why mess up a good thing?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right. And the girls, they are multifaceted, multi-talented, I guess is a good way to do it. Not only do they set the showroom up, they stage everything, they do that. Now they might not have done it all this go round. I know Holly had a hand in it this go round.
Yeah. Yep.
And Holly's the missus, his missus. So
His supervisor.
his supervisor, that's right. But those girls, and Sterling too, I'm not going to exclude Sterling.
Yeah.
They run the show. I mean, it's Josh will give them the direction and they go, yep.
Mhm.
Or if they don't like his direction, they'll certainly say, hey, we might want to look this way.
Yeah. The girls more
So
so.
He has
Sterling.
built a team and they're all great people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
And Sterling might smoke a little meat now and again. So that's even better.
Yeah, to circle this back into you know, the cooking realm, about what was it, 3 or 4 years ago? I can't remember what it was. Maybe 3 years ago. Sterling, he's a big cook guy. He smokes meat, grills meat, fries meat. You know, you name it. And we had a very, very good sales season one year. So his wife calls me and I said, hey, or I call his wife and I said, hey, what's Sterling? You know, I know he's been saving away some money to buy a smoker. What's he looking for? And he says, well, he really wants a Lang, you know, 48 patio. And I said, say no more. So I called up Mr. Ben Lang and I said, hey, I need to order a 48 deluxe with the smoker, grill box on the front, warming box. And I said, build this thing out. And if you've seen a 48, you know, you think of a 48 like Dad's got. When you add the deluxe, you add another 48 grill box on the front, plus the warming box on the back. This bitch is like 8 feet long. And so I took my trailer up there to Lang, picked it up, and I drove it down and parked it in front of the store. And when Sterling got there, he's got a brand new Lang smoker sitting there. So,
Oh wow.
So he was
awesome.
pumped. Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, we talk about Lang all the time.
Yeah.
Josh, how close are you to Lang?
Oh man, like 30 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I pass it all the time. And
He'll drive by and send me a picture. They're loaded up today. They're getting somebody's getting grilled somewhere.
He'll have a semi or a hot shot truck out there with, you know, 10, 12, 14 grills on it stacked in, and you know, they're going out. So it's pretty cool.
Wow. I think your dad had mentioned that through the furniture shop, like you're also a dealer for smokers as well.
I am, yeah. So I had sold Traegers for probably the last 6 years. So I was a Traeger dealer, and I sold for Char-Griller, Char-Broil. The owner of that company actually lives not too far from me. So we did that here locally. I sold a ton of those. And then as of recently, I think I sent Dad a picture. I can't remember all the brands now, but this company, one of our distributors, sells for a ton of different.
It was 7 or 8 on the banner you sent me.
Yeah. So you're talking big names, pizza ovens, outdoor kitchens. Of course, Traeger's on there.
Pit Boss was on it.
Yeah, Pit Boss was on there. So, you know, going the independent route, when I was with the corporation, you know, we were limited to what we can supply because they did all the bulk purchasing for us and made those agreements. Going the independent route, we can pick and choose who we want to deal with, and my love of cooking and my background being in the restaurant and hospitality industry, has always been part of what I like to do. And, people know I like to cook. And so I was like, well, I might as well get some stuff thrown in there and, see what we can do.
Yeah. That's like the perfect combination. Like, the wife wants a new living room set up. Let's go down to Hickman's. Like,
That's right.
Yeah, go get whatever you want. I'm gonna be over here with the
I'll be over here.
Yeah. Yeah. So in one of my stores, I've got a section that's built off come springtime. It's going to be strictly an outdoor living section. And so you're going to have all your outdoor patio, it's not Uni that I sell. It's another brand. I can't think of what it is, but, I'm going to have the pizza oven set up. I'm going to build a little outdoor kitchen and have the Traeger line up and, do a seasonal promotion for those. And, it's really cool to walk in there and go like, man, I never thought I'd be able to, to have a setup like this.
Yeah.
Louisiana Grills, Broil King, Pit Boss, Traeger, Gosney. Never heard of that one before.
That's the pizza ovens. Yeah.
Okay. Mont Alpi, Peak Performance. Don't know what that one is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them either.
Napoleon and Trulax.
Yep, Napoleon is a all stainless, usually a gas setup, built-in ranges outside and hood vents and that kind of stuff. So
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, that's 8 different brands as opposed to just Traeger. So
correct.
That's good.
Correct. And if you guys have ever seen Gosney, you'll have to look that up. These Gosney pizza ovens they range anywhere from your tabletop propane cooktop all the way to their big wood dome setup commercial pizza style. So that's going to be coming to my back porch pretty soon.
Good.
I'm looking them up right now.
Yeah.
It's funny as shit, Ben. It's well known we have a group chat. Is nothing but marketplace smokers. It's nothing but. Here I am looking for a marketplace smoker, and my son's a fucking dealer.
Well, over the years, I think I've had 5 Traegers that I've either bought, purchased, used, resold, sat on the back porch. I've got one in each store. I've got an extra one in my garage and one on my back porch. So
just in case.
Yep.
Just in case. Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah. So I got them. Now,
and I don't want to get too far into your smoking adventures because that's going to be like the next episode. We'll get into all your smoking stuff and the contest and all that shit. We'll get into that. But you've cooked on Lang's, eggs, your Traeger. I can't think of what's the other ceramic?
I've got the Primo XL. I've got the big green eggs. I've cooked on I've got a Rec Tech over at my mother-in-law's house. The Bull 700. Lang's. I've cooked on Green Mountain Grills at a competition before. I've cooked on. You ever seen like those big brass bulls that are? They're a charcoal grill, but it breathes smoke out through the nose and all that kind of stuff. I've cooked on those before, so I've been on a variety of cooking appliances for sure.
Yeah, and it's funny. You go to Josh's house to visit and all that, and it's always, I don't want to say a cooking adventure, but we're going to eat well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we go to a farm to hunt, and we're going to have sandwiches for dinner. Oh no, we're having steaks. We're going to go fire up the egg, and we're going to do this and do that. Okay, my kind of place. We're good with that.
Yeah.
Did you hear which one of the companies that he sells for? And you listed them off, but Broil King.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. Isn't that what you just got, Ben?
I tell you what, that thing. I was never a fan of like the Weber kettle, probably because I didn't understand, and I never messed with it enough to like really like be able to cook well with it. Well, I see this thing, thanks to the little devil, and I'm like, fuck it, let's do it, and start cooking on it. And that thing, like that thing's fucking legit. Like it's fantastic.
Once you get
Everything
your
I
airflow
read
worked
about
out.
it.
Yeah. Like you can get it, like it gets stupid hot. There is like I'm trying to like still kind of learn the timing from when I start it to like if I want to grill and I need it hot versus if I want to smoke on it or like what I want to do. Like I'm still learning that timing, but that thing is legit. Like it's cool as shit.
Well,
So-
one thing about those kettle or egg style grills, yours is ceramic, correct? That Burl King you got is ceramic.
Is it
I
metal?
don't- No, it's not like it's. I'm not sure what the actual like inside
Yeah.
is, but it's not like I think it is metal, but it's not like
It doesn't have the ceramic bowl like the ones I have.
no. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you, if you're cooking on a strictly charcoal, style smoker, kettle, egg style, if you don't burn a seal up on one of them at some point in your cooking, you haven't used it to its full potential.
I say you haven't cooked on it.
That's right.
But I did. The hell did I do? Searing steaks. Either way, searing steaks, and I did my hair dryer in the vent, to get it fired up real quick and all that shit. Well, when I lifted the lid, the seal came off.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're ready.
I won't do that again.
It happens. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
You never know when you get in there and you're learning the airflow on an egg style like that, and you got the top and bottom vents. You're trying to figure it out, and you got it running wide open, and it's 700, 800 degrees, and you're like, oh shit. And then
And the flame comes out of the top.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you back it off. And you're like, God, it's 120 degrees. I put the flame out. You're like, where's that sweet spot? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it takes forever to get it back down to whatever temperature you wanted it at.
Oh, 3 hours later, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we cooked the burger now. It's good.
That's right.
Yeah. I was doing, I think I had smoked some turkey breasts, and then I was going to put them on the keg to sear them to make deli meat. And I was fucking with it to get the temperature right. And for whatever reason, I'm like, why is it not getting, like, it was open and closed quite a bit. And I was like, why is my temperature not coming back up after I left it closed for a little while? And in the process of messing with the vents, I had turned the bottom one the wrong way, and I turned it off. I was like, well, shit, there's my problem. So I crank everything open. And it's like it was like, oh, that was a cute little test. Like, and it's back up to where it should be. It's like that. I don't know why I'm so impressed by it. Like, I understand the physics and like how that fire and smoke and all that stuff work. I have a better understanding of it now than when I was a kid and like cooking on my parents. But like that thing is it's impressive.
Well, the good thing is if you get it too hot and you get it back down, in that 500 to 450 range, you can always throw your steaks in there, your burgers or whatever you're cooking, to shut it down and close the lid off, or maybe just vent the top just a touch.
Mm-hmm.
And as the temperature comes down, by the time it's cooled off, you look in there, you temp your meat, and you're like, huh, it's done. Yeah. It's like an oven.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Look at this dog.
Hi, Rem girl. Hi, Remy. Hi, sweetheart.
She's like, Dad, what are we doing still? It's time to go.
Yeah, we got to go. This morning time, we're in the truck going somewhere already.
Yeah, she's like, what is going on here?
Yep. The other thing I wanted to mention is, Josh, you mentioned you had a smoker at your mother-in-law's house, and I don't know why that's never occurred to me, but I think my mother-in-law's house needs a smoker.
I think you're right, Ben.
We live on a little island out here, and so she's only right down the road, and we cook back and forth in each other's houses. So normally, I don't know, once a month, and definitely around holiday season when family's in town. You know, I was like, I don't want to be toting stuff back and forth.
Yeah.
And doing all that. So when my father-in-law passed away, he had bought that Rectech, and so I said, well, I don't need another grill at my house, so just leave this here and we'll cook on it. And she's actually started using it because we do a ton of smoked wings, and she's gotten to where she's gotten pretty good at firing that bad boy up and
Nice.
doing it.
Nice.
I filled her, she's got an outdoor kitchen, and I filled the whole spice drawers up with stuff. And so whenever I go over there, I've got everything I need, and it makes it way easier.
Yeah.
His father-in-law, in case you haven't figured out, didn't half-ass anything. He whole-assed it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Rectech, and he hadn't even used a Rectech yet, had he?
We had
Or
cooked
if he
on
had
it.
very little.
Yeah, we had cooked on it very little. And when we did, my father-in-law and I had we like to compete against each other. So he'd get something and then I'd get something. And then he'd be like, well, I can't have, you know, something that's lesser than what Josh has. So he'd go out and get something. And so we were constantly going back and forth. And half the time I ended up, you know, cooking on it for him. And, you know, just to say, oh, we'll lay down who the boss is, you know.
You go over to his grill and double click his tongs.
That's right. I'm like, come on, man.
It's a power move. You've got to
Yeah.
establish dominance quickly.
And he was a very strong-willed individual. Very, he would tell you straight up. I mean, there was no filter. So you had to jump
Worse than me.
Yeah. Way worse.
That's funny. So, all right, well, let's wrap this one up, and we'll do another one. And we'll get into more of the cooking stuff. So
let's do it.
Does that sound good?
Perfect.
All right. Well, episode 67. Thanks for joining us. If you're in,
Brunswick, Kingsland,
Brunswick.
Georgia.
Yep, Brunswick, Georgia. Make sure you stop by Josh Hickman's. Get yourself some furniture. Get yourself a couple smokers, one for the in-laws, and make sure you take care of them. So thanks for watching.
Make sure you follow him on social media. The link will be down below.
That's correct. Thank you, sir. It's going to be in all the shows with Josh in it. So, yeah, here we go. We'll see you guys next time.